Gibson Distressed Master Model F5. We're going to take a look at it and we're going to run through some picks, some different picks on this mandolin and see what it likes. This is a customer's mandolin. It's not mine. It's going to go back next couple of days. I did 12 frets on it. The rest of the frets up here were just fine, so I left them alone. They're all the same height. 12 frets. I made a new nut for it, which I have a video on. And you can go take a look at that, of the whole process of making a mandolin nut. Which is, for me, a very precise and slightly complicated process. Checking everything. But I'm very, very particular about the distance in between the strings, in between the two G's, and the distance between the G and the D, and etc. Distance between the pairs, the distance between other strings. And this one came out really, really good. So, that's pretty much all I did to it, you know. I'm not sure how old this mandolin is. I forgot. It's fairly old. It's signed by Charlie Derrington. Oh, 03, there it is. July 9th, 03. Signed by Charlie Derrington. So, you know, it's got some age on it. Plus, it's distressed. So, one thing about mandolins, this is just random stuff that I have this mandolin in my hand. When you have this kind of tailpiece, this Gibson tailpiece, there's really no need to take the treble strings and move them around the other hook. A lot of people do that. But the problem is that the winding right here can get caught on the second hook. And then it's going to constantly pull on that until it gets the slack pulled out of it, and it'll be out of tune forever. So sometimes if you have trouble tuning, take a look at that. You know, every aftermarket tailpiece in the world uses a straight pull. Not a single one of them that have the little post, have a hook that go around. I can't remember the reason for that hook. It seemed like it had something to do with the kind of strings or something, but I have always just run them straight like that. The strings are all under the same tension. They really all have the same core. So when you look at your G string, for instance, the core is the same as the A string. You know, I have to measure it, see. So the strings all have the same tension. There's no reason to not use a straight pull. It just makes your life a lot simpler to do that. So I'm going to put the cover back on, which I realized was off of it. We're going to run through some picks here. Let's start with, I've got quite a few here. And I'm looking for, I find that mandolins, like, at least to me, most mandolins do like a certain pick. My Chris Shotbacker, for instance, has got a certain pick that it really likes. There is a pick that I use, which is the Dunlop, with all the worn-off markings. The Dunlop Prime Tone in 1.5 millimeter, I think it is. And that, to me, has been a very good, let's get it right here, there you can see it. It's been a pretty good universal pick. The Chris Shot has a certain pick that it likes just a little bit better. But let's see what we can find out with this thing, so we can hear it. Try a different pick. A blue chip SR60. This was really pretty close to that one I just left as far as the shape goes. So it's pretty good. Back to the Dunlop. blue chip. Just it's $35, and the prime tone is like 3 for $10. Let's try Red Bear E Heavy. I use these quite a bit myself, and I do like these. This one has a knife edge bevel. Yeah, it's just got a regular bevel onto it, not a speed bevel or anything. It's a nice fat chop. It's grabbing the strings just a little bit more than the others. Not bad, but it's sticking on the string. It might do better with a speed bevel. We'll see. This is a dog pick. Same shape as the others, pretty much. Plastic. Kind of a fat sound. It's a little muted on the trebles, maybe. I don't know. It might sound. This mandolin. One thing about this mandolin, it sounds different coming through the speakers than it does to me sitting here playing it. When I'm playing it, the trebles don't really come up at me, and when I listen to it in the playback, it's like, whoa, you know. It sounds way different. This pick might sound good on playback. I don't know. It's heavy. It's got a real pop to it on that chop, man. You can. It also sticks to the strings just a tiny bit. Not bad, but not as good as that blue chip. Those are still the winners. This is a Wigan 1.5. I think it's a 1.5. Might be a 1. Let's see. You can hear the brightness in the chop. It's got some snap to it, you know. Let's grab the Crushot pick. The pick I use in the Crushot, organic material, about the same shape as all the others, maybe just a little bit smaller. It's got some pretty powerful treble. That was pretty good. This is a TP60 blue chip, but it has more pointed corners. Let's see that. I know. I already know. I'm biased on this one already. serious trouble. What I don't like is I don't like the chop on pointy picks. I already knew that right away because I don't like the way it feels in my hand going over the strings. I guess I could get used to it, but you know. It's not bad. Let's go back to the natural material. Yeah, I like that. I can see I could get used to a pointy pick, but I don't know. Let's try the Wigan on the tremolo. Wigan. I'm looking to see how well it transitions between a tremolo and picking. What kind of tremolo sound I get? So here's the Blue Chip SR60. Rounded tone, a rounded pick again. Pretty heavy rounded pick too, you know. I don't know what song this is. I'm just playing that. I'm getting it honed down as I go along here. This one's good. I like this this SR60. That's a good pick. Back to the one this is standard, the Dunlop prom tone. I like that just as well as anything else in there. Let's try the dog. The dog pick. Feels good in the hand. It's sticky. I think if you beveled this and polished it, it'd be all right, you know. But it's a little bit harder to get through the strings without a lot of pressure. Red Bear. Again, I think this pick would be better with the bevel on it. It feels great in the hand. I mean, I use these Red Bears a lot, and they're my standard pick on guitar, especially. I feel like this one needs a speed bevel on it to make it slip off the strings. But the shape's good, feels great in the hand. So on the whole, on the tremolo, if we're not going to use my my natural organic material, yeah, that just, man, slides on the string so good. I think for the winners for me, that man, there's 4 picks here that I could use almost interchangeably. I could use the Dunlop Prime Tone, which I already knew. This Blue Chip SR60 is really good. I like this one a lot. I might order one of these. They're expensive, but it'd be nice to have one on hand. The organic, of course, is great. I mean, and this is a really, really good one. Super polished, got beautiful bevels on it. This Wigan's got some game to it, you know. And I think this is a 1mm. I think the 1.5 would probably be a little bit fatter, but man, this one brings the trebles out, you know. That's not bad. That's not bad. And they're indestructible. But on the whole, the Prime Tone, that pick, I mean, that really is just the best overall pick for me, given the price, the way it feels in the hands, the way it goes over the strings, the amount of treble it brings up, the kind of treble it brings up. It's not quite as shrill to me as the Wigan was. So yeah, I think on the whole, price wise, everything considered, that Dunlop Prime Tone, the runner up, and I would use this in a heartbeat, the Blue Chip SR60. The only disadvantage of this one is the price. The natural material over here, fantastic. Price, availability, ethics, etc. The next one would be the Wigan. This is a good pick. I get along fine with this, and I really think this is a 1mm. And I have some 1.5s too, but they're over there on my Elkhorn mandolin, and I really, really like them on the Elkhorn. They, yeah, I just really like this pick on the Elkhorn. This is a good pick. This is a 1mm though. It feels like it. You could get used to this super pointy pick. It definitely, you know, Chris Thiele uses these, and I see more and more players using these really pointed picks. The chop. The chop is too distinct. You hear every note in the chop, and you have to angle your pick a lot more forwards like this to make it glide across the strings. I can definitely see it for modern Chris Thiele style picking though, because it really brings that treble out, man. Brings that treble out. A little bit too much for me. But then that could have a purpose. So, all right, picks. Just a quick run through the picks. I'm just going to play this mandolin. I was working on some stuff, and let's take the Blue Chip. See how it goes. So, this is a terrific, awesome mandolin. The only reason that I wouldn't own one of these right away, the reason I'm not selling everything I have to get it. The neck is a little bit V-ish for me. The Chris shot back here's got a little bit more of a rounder back, and I've had mandolins before with a sharp V, and eventually I kind of wish it was a little bit rounder on the back. It's a big stretch for me to reach down there. That's the only thing. I could get used to this so fast though, you know, if I owned this mandolin. It's great. It's got a good sound to it. It definitely has that classic Gibson Lord Lore sound. There's no question. I've played about 9 Lores, and I mean this is just nailing it as far as a mandolin that's not 100 years old. It's more than 100 years old. Yeah, it is 100 years old. 1923 Lore would be 103 years old right now. 102. 100-year mandolin. So, you know, given the lack of age, this thing, you know, this is a modern war. It's really got that sound and feel. Ah, let's play some. You got the idea. I came up with that variation last night and just getting it nailed down. Let's try the weekend on that. I don't like going down to that part. Something like that. This is a good pick. It's light, reactive, quick. Good pick. Dunlop. All right, let's go. Here we go. I'm making up stuff as I go along. Man, the prime tone's good. Prime tone's good. I like it. Let's try that with this blue chip, with the pointy tip, blue chip. And let's see that again. I'm putting the pieces together. I was working on this again, and I came up with some different stuff. And number one, I'm trying to remember it. Number two, I'm trying to decide how I want those pieces to go. So I'm putting this together on the fly. I'll try to play it more straight where I know what I'm doing here. So. That's a little bit too trebly for me. And the pick sticks on the strings, and I got to really lighten up. It's got potential, but shell pick. God, I cannot think this morning. Yeah, man. I mean, that's got a really good tone to it, and it's just skipping over the strings. The pointed pick was digging in. This is just gliding over the strings. That's a good pick. Yeah. That combines the best of everything. It's gliding over the strings. It's got great treble, but it's not a shrill treble, and feels great. There's no question, and that's why I like that on that Chris shot. That's my number one mandolin pick. But back to this Dunlop here. Just a little bit more muted. You know, not bad, but just a little bit more muted. I noticed that. Yeah, just a little bit. Blue chip. A little bit better. Shell. Perfect. Regan. That was pretty good, but it's got just maybe a plasticky sound. All right, well, we're done with this, I think. You definitely got to hear this mandolin some, maybe too much, and I'm getting better at it. It definitely feels better than feels different from my other ones because it has a totally flat fingerboard. It's got a little bit more V in the neck, and it does take me a minute to get used to, but I'm getting used to it, and it plays good. I really think, too, that as you play this mandolin, it really does seem to open up. I disproved that in guitars, but mandolins, I don't know, a different deal. All right, bye-bye. when I switch to that, the thickness of the pick. The thickness of the pick is starting to almost catch in between the strings. Yeah, I noticed that. Real subtle, small thing. You get used to it, but this is the blue chip. Let's try the rhythm. This is definitely a thinner pick. You can hear that little, plasticky sound that I was talking about on there. I don't like it coming off the other ones now that. It's a good mandolin, you know. Man, the more you play it, the more you get used to it. I really think it opens up. You get used to it. You learn about the instrument, and it's just like the more I play it, yeah, the more used to it I get and that kind of thing. But really good mandolin. I was really happy to get this and spend a couple of weeks with it and play it. Learn about it, you know. Get to know it some. So, all right. See ya.